Hello and welcome, Divine Ones. We have Jinx here today. Let's get started. I call to the Most High and spirits of benevolence to come through, please, with the truth told with love. Let's start with circumstances and then messages today, I think. Cards are shuffled. Spirit, tell me about the circumstances for my viewer. What factors are at play here? A peer or acquaintance of yours, work and effort. Anything else? Maybe one or two, please. Abundance. That's nice. One more. Aunt or uncle. If you don't have an aunt or uncle, then it might be an older figure who you might be close to, you might get advice from. Let's get... Well, I was going to do messages, but I'm not sure if it should be like pure acquaintance or this aunt, uncle. My cat's climbing stuff over there. Oh my goodness. Let's ignore that. Don't give it any attention. Might encourage her. I'm going to skip messages right now because I'm not sure which one of them might want to say something to you. I want to know about the work and effort. I have tarot. What's the work or effort about? Not walking away. You've invested a lot of time or emotions, or somebody is very emotionally invested in something. Maybe you put in a lot of energy, effort, or time, and it's hard to walk away from something, and they're not walking away. It is under work or effort, so it's probably something about what you've done, what you've invested, like with your efforts. Minnie, my other cat, is running around. That was weird. This kind of like jumped out this way in my hand. King of Swords and the Emperor reversed is under the pure acquaintance. This is about somebody, they're not a very good leader, this person, or they might use their power in a self-serving, unhealthy, and possibly even abusive sort of a way. And then this is someone who's very armored, so they might be very rigid and defensive and have too many walls up, overprotecting of themselves. Take whichever part of that resonates. King of Swords, upright. They're a very intelligent person. They use their words a lot. Usually the King of Swords is someone that's very tactful, a healthy communicator, very straightforward. But with this Emperor reverse paired with it, it's like the communication can be very hurtful, not very masterful, maybe unhealthy communication here. They are communicating, but it's not very effective and not achieving what they want. Interesting. Tell me about this abundance. Four of Coins reversed is like maybe giving away, giving too much, overgiving, not keeping enough to make sure you're okay, that you're stable. This could be literally money. It could be about your efforts and energy. It could be about your attention, your focus. I said earlier, like, don't give something attention that might encourage them to do something you don't want them to do. Like any attention can be good attention for some people. So the best thing to do is to not give any reinforcement whatsoever. No attention at all. Maybe that was a message for you. So something about your abundance and overgiving, not protecting it, not having good boundaries. If you're not in a state of abundance, this could be why. The key to abundance could be having better boundaries, making sure that you're good and only give freely what is okay for you to lose or not have anymore. Like if it's going to be a loss and put you in a bad place, then you shouldn't be giving it. Tell me about this aunt, uncle figure. Who is that? What kind of a connection is that? Death reversed. This fell on the pure acquaintance in the Emperor. That might mean something to you. Something not being over. It matches with this not walking away. Something is not transforming. Something's not over. Maybe with this pure an acquaintance and something about your aunt and uncle. Maybe you need to talk to the aunt or uncle. Someone that is a good leader. Unlike this pure acquaintance that's the Emperor reversed. Maybe you need to ask them about this person, this pure acquaintance that you're dealing with. Maybe you need to ask the aunt, uncle, wise, older person in your life about what they think needs to change. Whether it's with you, something you need to do, or something about this person that they think needs to change. Tell me more about the aunt, uncle, older energy. Two of Cups reversed. An unequal relationship. I don't feel like this is about the aunt or uncle. I feel like it's a conversation to have with them, which is kind of odd, but that's what I'm feeling. A conversation about love that's not going well, or a connection, a relationship that's unhealthy, not reciprocal, not equal. Something unhealthy. I'm going to switch to the other tarot deck I have. Tell me about work effort, please. Two of Cups again. You're putting effort into having this equal relationship. You're giving a lot of love. You're following the spirit guide, but the transformation is the other person's not. That's what needs transformed, is the other person is not matching you. And you're not walking away. You're putting in a lot of effort and love. What else came out? Under work and effort, it's like a gift, an opportunity, a seed that you're trying to plant, trying to nurture. Maybe even like abundance trying to come into your life, a reward for your work and effort from spirit. So even if this could be the situation working out, if this person would, just evolve to get in their Emperor energy. They're already a king, which is pretty good, an upright king, but if they're not the Emperor yet. Maybe I was being too hard on them before when I talked about like their toxic traits. Maybe they're not that bad, but they're just not in the Emperor status. And they're not matching you. with these two cards I talked about. They're the ones that need to transform and match your love that you're giving, your energy, your emotions, your sharing. Maybe it is about the communication. Anyway, Spirit's going to reward you no matter how this situation plays out, because you've done the work and the effort. You've grown the qualities. You've done what's loving. You've done a lot of work and emotional investment in communication and healthy. So it's like you've built up much good karma that's going to be rewarded and is being noticed by Spirit. Okay. Tell me about peer acquaintance, please, Spirit. Almost had something jump there. The Hierophant fell between work and effort and the peer acquaintance. This is another masculine, divine masculine. The Emperor and the Hierophant are divine masculine cards. This is the spiritual divine masculine. It's about being ethical, which contradicts this Emperor. So they need to be ethical. They need to follow spiritual guidance. They need to evolve spiritually, I think. And they have a lot of potential here. This might even be someone that can help them, a positive influence on them. It's guidance. These people are seeking guidance from this more wise spiritual leader. This might even be you. Maybe you're in this person's life for a reason. Take that or leave it. Whatever feels right to you. I was drawn to the keys. Getting the keys to unlock their potential, to unlock their rewards like you have. Maybe this could be you, since Spirit's acknowledging your wisdom and your efforts, rewarding you. You're going through a gateway to a new chapter, a new realm, a new timeline, and maybe you are the leader that has the keys at your feet, that this person, your peer acquaintance, could learn a lot from you if they would just listen and quit being stubborn and quit talking and just listen. Does your person listen to you? Are you getting through to them? Tell me about the Abundance and Four of Pentacles reversed. We have Five of Wands reversed. It's conflict or challenges or energies that aren't meshing, like all of that coming to an end. No conflict. Challenge has been conquered. The energies are not fighting anymore. They're not at odds. And they're either blending properly or it's gone out of your experience. It's under your abundance. Your abundance has to do with conquering these challenges and ending this conflict, ending this chaos, maybe by having good boundaries, letting go. This is also about letting go of something you've been holding on to, something you haven't been walking away from. Will release your abundance. There's a lesson here about letting go, conquering this conflict, ending the chaos. We also have Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, and I'm going to keep it here under abundance as well. This is you. You're someone that's nurturing. You have a lot to give with this Pentacles. It might be why you give so much is because you're very good at taking care of other people. You're generous. You are abundant. Interesting, this came under abundance. That's you. You just have an abundant energy. And you are going to be fine even if you've overgiven. You're still going to be fine. You are abundance. You'll get back everything that you've given. You're going to be fine. She's stable. She's calm. She grows. She's a nurturer. The Seven of Wands is about defenses, boundaries, defending yourself, protecting your energy, protecting. It came with the Queen, protecting this, nurturing, giving wisely. Pentacles and Wands. Okay. And now this aunt-uncle figure, this conversation about this relationship that's not going well, that's having this conflict and the transformation needed, the letting go that's needed perhaps. Tell me about that, please, Spirit. Anything else to say about that, please, Spirit? Sneakiness, unethical actions. This feels like your peer acquaintance that you're dealing with. This could also be hiding something from yourself. Someone not being honest. You or the other person maybe. Your other person is the King of Swords upright. Usually that's someone very truthful. So there might not be lies. It might just be about not facing something. You or them, maybe both of you, not facing something you need to face. Maybe them taking all this abundance you've given and not giving back and just running off with it. This person's like leaving this circus. Maybe that's a message about letting go of the circus, the chaos. You don't want a circus or a clown. You want something healthy and real and mature. As the Queen of Pentacles, she needs to be taken care of too. Anyway, it's about leaving. Maybe this person like takes from you and then like leaves you hanging, bounces when you need someone. They're not there. They're not there for you. Maybe they've literally, maybe they're an avoider. Maybe they've left you, blocked you or something. Maybe this is about blocking. I don't know. But this is about this conversation you need to have about all this situation with your peer acquaintance that you need to have with this older figure. And if they're not literally older than someone that's wise. I am going to get messages now from your peer acquaintance. What are they thinking? What do they want to say? You're not helping and making things worse. They're blaming you, making it like you're the problem. I don't think you are. Everything I've seen from you is good and approved by Spirit. Look at this winged lion, the hand, like Spirit is on your side, to be honest. So disregard that if your person's trying to make you feel bad. Also, like that you're not helping. It's like they want to take from you, but not give back. And you're already like giving so much to them. It's not fair for them to like act like you're not helping and you need to do more. And that if you don't do that, then that makes things worse. Like, yeah, maybe they don't like it, but it's not actually making things worse. It's like you are helping them by not giving attention or rewards to bad behavior. Don't reward bad behavior. What else might they want to say? Oh my gosh. This fell sideways on top of the peer acquaintance card. They don't know if it's over or not. It could go either way. It's like maybe you're afraid of losing them. And so it's hard to walk away from them. It's hard for you to end things. Maybe you're afraid that they're going to end things. And it seems like they're not sure what they should do. I'm not going to take that. It didn't flip all the way. Something tried to come out. It's like there's an energy of them wanting to say something, but they're not. Anything else that spirits wants us to know? I don't see this as prying. I see this as something that their higher self wants to get out through the cards. Oh. I'm here for all of it. They don't want, they want to do the work. They don't want to give up. They want to be here through the ups and downs, even though part of them does. That's why this is kind of sideways too. Part of them does want to stay and keep working at this, even if it's hard and even if it's not going their way. And as the Emperor reversed and the King of Swords upright, like they really want to be in control and for things to always go their way, my way or the highway type of person. But it's like they're considering changing, or like despite that, they're not going to, part of them wants to be here for it all, even if it's not going how they are accustomed to. Maybe they usually get their way and it's hard for them not to. I do not forgive you. They're being very hard on you. Something you did upset them. They're acting like it was a very major slight against them or something wrong, but it was not wrong, remember? Spirit really wants me to reassure you of that. What else? Let's get advice. Oh, it's 23 minutes, getting kind of long. That's okay. Advice. Advice, please, from my viewer. Okay. Travel, go out. Change of scenery might be good. Going somewhere, maybe visiting your aunt or uncle. Also, maybe this came to me too, like maybe your aunt or uncle is like even if you don't talk to them, maybe there's like a sign or something about them, like observing them or thinking about them, thinking about their relationships. Maybe you have an aunt or uncle that has this energy of, not being a healthy partner, not equal, not very open emotionally, not transforming, very stubborn, very sneaky, taking, dishonest, doesn't face hard truths. Maybe you went through something with an aunt or uncle, or have a very difficult aunt or uncle that is like an example that you can learn from by looking at them, and it's relevant to your situation with your peer or acquaintance. So yeah, take whichever interpretation lands for you, feels right. Travel or go out, possibly with this aunt, uncle figure, or with a spiritual person, a good leader, or just somewhere you want to go. Soften. Don't be hard like that Emperor in reverse. Don't match that person in coldness or defensiveness. We did talk about you being defensive, but that doesn't have to be like a cold defensiveness or hard defensiveness. You can stay soft while doing that. Signs and synchronicities may distract or mislead, so don't pay attention to that too much. Pay attention to what's observable in the 3D right now. Take space and disconnect, maybe from this person. Restructure your thoughts. Maybe there's some unhelpful thoughts. Maybe there's a way to reword your thoughts to be more pleasant, more helpful. I really like cognitive distortion prompts or worksheets. You can find some online, some like a list of cognitive distortions or Socratic questioning. If you look up those worksheets or like a list of them and then go through that with your own thoughts, it can be really helpful. It's like cognitive behavioral therapy techniques. Maybe you have a therapist. Maybe that could be a good person to talk to, or a good auntie, uncle type role model or influence. Engage. It's so interesting because you're supposed to disconnect but also engage. It's like important choices you have to make about what to disconnect from and engage with. I think it's also like, don't run from conflict. That's not how you... Oh my gosh. I'm struggling to pick up the cards. So about like, letting go, defending yourself, ending the conflict. You can engage with this person and have healthy communication and keep the lines open with them, but just set strong boundaries and have rules around it, and maybe disengage from unhealthy or unproductive conversations and engage when they can treat you with respect and have a productive conversation when they can listen to you and validate your feelings and perspective. You and them can disagree. Healthy communication validates feelings and perspective, period. Even if you disagree, you can still say like, that makes sense that you're feeling that way, or your perspective makes sense. That's how you validate, and you deserve that. They should be doing that. And that's how you can stay soft and set your boundaries. It's by acknowledging their feelings and perspective, to acknowledge that it makes sense that they're feeling and thinking that way, but then, set your boundary and say your truth, and they should also reciprocate that. Okay. I hope that that helps. I am going to get, well, I was going to say, I was going to do questions to ask yourself, but I think with the restructuring your thoughts, the Socratic questioning, the cognitive distortion exercises, like that's like enough homework there. Dealing with these thoughts, you don't have to do those exercises. If there's another way to restructure your thoughts, maybe just journaling or doing it in your head and just challenging them and changing them in your mind or in your journal. However you want to do it, it's enough homework for you to do. Okay, and if you want to share in the comments what you've been going through, even use the comment section to say what thoughts you've been struggling with and what's a better thought or way to look at it. I'd love to hear about it too. Okay, well, much love and take care, Queen of Pentacles. Bye.